everyone, welcome to Midweek News. I'm Daggers, and as you all know, yesterday was the first Democratic debate for the nomination for the Democratic side of the presidential election. And I have to say, I was a bit surprised when I saw Bernie Sanders come out with a black coat and, like, force lightning everyone in the audience. And then declaring himself supreme ruler of the new socialist United States. I was really surprised by that. We're just gonna have to see how that turns out. But for now, we got gaming news. So DICE claims that Star Wars Battlefront beta that was last weekend hit over 9 million people played in the beta, which is the largest in history for EA, where that would be like a huge shocker if it wasn't for the fact that it was Star Wars. But I think part of the reason why it was so big is because EA did a good job at providing the beta. Now, there was one thing that probably kept people from getting it, which was probably because they had to download Origin. I know I did. I had to download Origin. I didn't have that shit installed, because I don't play EA games. Or if I do, they're on Steam or some other thing that I can use. But EA provided it. It was really easy to access, first off. Second off, it's Star Wars, so people are going to play it, no matter what. Just to try it. They want to see if their PC can handle it. I know that my PC has a little bit of trouble. I need to up the processor on it a little bit just to get the game going well. That being said, though, I got to play a little bit of it, and what I got to experience was pretty good. The game wasn't like groundbreaking at all, I don't think. I would say that I really like the idea of air support within the land battles. That was not a thing that you got in some of the earlier Battlefront games. I wish we could have played some of the space battles, but it was not available at the time. But hopefully at some point we will get to test that. So along with the beta, after the beta, they released a season pass deal valuing at $50. So you can buy the season pass before the game has been out for the DLC that will come out eventually for the game for $50. That brings up the total to $100, or maybe $110 for the game. That is ridiculously expensive. That is so expensive. I know some of you are thinking, well, if you bought all the DLC, that could equal out being hundreds of dollars. So, if you bought the season pass, that saves you money in the long run. Yes, it does. Except that you have to give them money now. And that's time. That's your time. Okay? You have to figure out that time is valuable to you. Time without having the thing that you spent money on is paying for it. So I want you to keep that in mind when you're purchasing games. Now, it might be that only some of the DLC you actually want. So you might be able to pick and choose and save money there. That's another way of saving money and buying everything that you want just by having a little bit of patience. Alright, we gotta move away from Season Pass DLC because otherwise I'll be talking about that non-stop, and we don't have the time for that. So we're gonna move on to something that I really love and I'm really excited for. And it is a game called Stellaris. And it's a game being made by Paradox, who made Crusader Kings 2. And you know how I love me some Crusader Kings 2. And think Crusader Kings 2 in all of its glory. But then you have to change all the rules because it's space. And then Galactic Conquest. Grand strategy. It's just what I really like. So this latest dev diary that they posted talks about how to get around from the different systems. And each one has an advantage and a disadvantage. And they list 3. One of them, the first one they list is warp, warp speed, or warping space to travel faster than the speed of light. These are all FTL traveling, by the way. So basically what you do is you just go, I'm going to jump from this system to this system, and it will have a maximum range, so you can only jump so far. And then when you jump, you get there, and then what that means is people can, I guess it's really fast, and it's really cost-effective, I guess, but the people can see you coming before you get there, so they can plan accordingly. They can even set up ambushes, because you have a max distance. It's not very big. The other one is wormholes, where you basically build a wormhole, or make a wormhole, and then travel in there, and it goes to whatever other system you want. I imagine that's going to be really, you can go super far away, and you can have a two-way connection, and you can travel back and forth a lot easier with large fleets and everything, so you could, like, do really well. The only problem is I think you have to probably manufacture the wormholes, and that would take effort, a lot of effort. So that's the downside of that one, but when you have those two wormholes, you have a good way of traveling. Then the other one is hyperdrive, and this one I wasn't really I didn't really understand it. Like, hyperlanes, I'm guessing what it is it's basically, instead of using warp speed to get everywhere, which is to get to a new system or whatever, hyperdrive allows you to be like, okay, push a button, I'm there. And it's basically a route that you do. It's kind of like the middle road between wormhole and warp drive. So while warp drive is probably the most cost-efficient method of getting from system to system, it also has its downsides with being having a max range. Hyperdrive, I'm guessing it wouldn't have a max range. It might have a max range, but it will be better than warp drive and not as good as wormholes. And you don't have to construct it, you just have to make sure a ship is fitted with something. And you have to make sure that you have a route to that those between two systems. I really like the FTL drives that they've come up with. It's really well thought out. It describes various methods that we've come up with in science fiction of, like, traveling faster than the speed of light. And it's kind of exciting to think about, like, how we're gonna manage to build these ships and get them across space. And you have to actually think about these things. You can't just build a ship and go, I can go wherever I want. No, you gotta think about it. You gotta sit down and think. So I'm really excited about this game, Stellaris. I would keep up with it on paradoxplaza.com. Next on gaming news is the Steam Stealth Game Sale, where they put a bunch of games on Steam that a bunch of games that are on Steam that have stealth mechanics in them, and they gave them a good chunk of change off the price. I can already tell you there are some games that I'm probably going to buy. One of them probably being Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, where I might actually play that for the channel, because I really like that game, but I don't have it for PC anymore. And so getting it on, I think it's an HD remake of the game, and hopefully it would have some bug fixes, because that game was buggy as hell. So it'd be good to see. I might get the original Far Cry. That might be really fun to play for the channel. Assassin's Creed Black Flag might be really fun for the channel. I really like that. I like the pirate aspect of that. I'm not really a huge fan of the Assassin's Creed, not since, like, the second one. I played the first one, and I really liked it, except for the fact that I hated the storyline, the main storyline, not the side where you were actually going into the memories, but the side where, oh, this is all just a dream. It was really bad, I thought. But I really like Assassin's Creed Black Flag because pirates. Just because pirates. What's wrong with pirates? Nothing's wrong with pirates. You shut your mouth about pirates. Pirates are amazing. I don't care about your ninjas. I want pirates. Well, ninjas are stealth. So there's probably some ninjas in here if you really want to play a ninja game. So Steam Stealth Sale today until Friday, or started yesterday, and will go on till Friday. So pick up a game while you still can. That was your gaming news. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if YouTube still exists. Because, I mean, we do live under a socialist dictatorship now, with Bernie Sanders as the supreme ruler and demigod. because that's a thing now. So I'm gonna go, because I got some phone calls I need to make. I need to go check to see if my friend in Canada has some room for me to stay at his place, because, you know, shit's gonna go down here, and I don't want to be a part of that. So, good news, though. I heard some rumors about Hillary Clinton forming a rebellion of some kind. I don't know how much traction that will have, because, you know, you never know with these kinds of things. Apparently she has some sway within the underground community. Someone with the title of princess. I have no idea what that's all about. And then there's the whole, like, there's this farmer, apparently, who's got the same powers as Sanders, some people say. Neil deGrasse Tyson is heading up a project to build a Death Star. It's kind of crazy. So, if you can, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time.